Aloha and welcome to Radar News on ThinkTech Hawaii. I'm Sachiko Slomov, and this is your summer news update where we bring 3 critical news stories for your eyes and ears only. The most recent news on Mauna Kea's development is that construction will resume after the 30-meter telescope month-long hiatus. Crews stopped working back in March after activists blocked the road leading up to the mountain. But now Mauna Kea's activists have built an ahua altar on the mountain summit, saying they are standing in protection of Native Hawaiian sacred space. Since initial construction, 31 people have been arrested and nonviolent protests have only grown in size. Hawaii Governor David Ige announced last month of his official support to the project, and Henry Yang, chair of the TMT International Observatory Board, released a statement which included that TMT feels comfortable to be better stewards and better neighbors during their temporary and limited use of this precious land, which they hope will allow them to broaden the boundaries of science in the interest of humanity. Hawaii County Police presence, along with agents from the Department of Land and Natural Resources, is expected on Mauna Kea, and this event clearly provokes Hawaii to critically discuss the questions of space, what activities and what industries are given priority to that space, and how to manage contracts in a way that community has full access to be actively involved in and heard. Our second story goes on to Pepper, the world's first AI robot with developed emotions. It sold out in 1 minute after its first wave of consumer release in Japan. Pepper's developers, SoftBank Robotics Corporation with headquarters in Japan, built Pepper to read emotions as well as recognize vocal tones and facial expressions to interact with humans. Pepper has the ability to develop its own emotions and marks a pivotal turning point in artificial intelligence. Pepper was built in a cultural context of Japan, of a dwindling workforce and an aging population. Fairly closed off to immigration, more seniors are apparently comfortable being cared for by a robot than by a foreign nurse. Robots will play a bigger role in Japan's future for sure, and it reflects back to our previous story of a hotel in Nagasaki scheduled to open this summer with a staff of robots. Pepper is not built as a work robot, though. He is more built as an emotional companion. SoftBank announced a partnership with the Apple manufacturer Foxconn, which agreed to invest over $118 million for shares in the robotics holding. Now, our third story goes on to Lego, which plans to invest $1 billion over the next 15 years to replace its iconic plastic building blocks with materials better for the environment to be more climate friendly. The company made 60 billion Lego pieces last year, so a little bit of change could go a long way to reduce Lego's impact on the planet, and Lego has already begun investing in wind power. In 2013, Lego started a partnership with the World Wildlife Fund to help develop a plan to make its materials more sustainable. October of last year, Lego ended a 50-year-long relationship with Shell after falling under scrutiny over its drilling in the Arctic. The project at Lego Sustainable Materials Center in Denmark is expected to be finished by 2016 next year. This is Sachiko Slomov for your Radar News on ThinkTech Hawaii's broadcasting network. Radar News and the Daily News will be taking a momentary hiatus until further notice, so tweet us at ThinkTechHI for more news updates and continue your support of your local independent news network in Hawaii. Please. Mahalo and stay tuned for more.